Yes. Okay, then in our previous class we learned about the local storage and session storage also. Like we learn about this JSON parts and JSON dot stringify. Like to whenever you want to store some data in your local storage or session storage, you can't directly store the data which is in the form of object. You must have to convert it in the string format. Then only you can store it. For that purpose, we are using this stringify, right? But whenever you want to like use that data which is in the form of stringify, first you have to convert it into normal object. So that is why we use this json dot parts and this dot json method. Like this is your method, we can only use this method with your fetch only. Okay. Then we learn about like how can we remove some items from our local storage and completely how can we clear it. Yeah, then after it we learn about this object oriented. In object oriented we just learn about this prototype. Why we use this prototype, like when we create two objects, this is the normal way of creating an object. Suppose if you want this functionality, this method in your this object, so instead of directly copying this once again, yeah, we can do it like this, right? But there is one more better way to do it. You can directly use it like this: student dot proto equals to human, means whatever the thing you have in your human object, the same thing will be copied in your student object also. So we are just doing the copying. Okay, we are just inheriting whatever the thing are inside your human object, the same thing will be inherited in your student object. That is why we use this prototype. To do this we just use this dot slash this hyphen hyphen then proto equals to human. Any doubt in our yesterday's class?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move to our today's session. So in this session we are going to learn about the classes. Yeah, these are the like the concept classes, constructor and inheritance. After this we are going to learn about the DOM we use to like to directly display our data in our website. Okay, we for that purpose we use this DOM. Now let's see what is classes. Like classes is nothing but it is just a blueprint. Like you are just giving some template, you are just defining everything, and object is your instance. Okay, you are giving the actual definition, actually you are using it. So in classes you are just giving the template and using the object, you are define the object to actually use those per template. Okay, for that purpose we use this class. You can see the definition. Classes is nothing but a blueprint for creating an object. A class define the properties, means in a class we define some properties and methods that object created from it will have. Okay, so whatever the object will
One
be created.
question.
Yeah, sure.
One question, ma'am. And prototype we understood is inbuilt objects, right? Inbuilt
Yeah,
or
prototype.
predefined inside an object. What do
Yeah,
we
it
call?
is predefined object inside your object.
Inside an object. That means there is nothing to learn or write code here, but we need to know. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yeah, we have to know first thing, and the different thing is like we can use this prototype if you want to inherit the thing which is there in your one object, you want to inherit the same thing in your different object.
Okay.
Okay, for that purpose also we can use this proto. For copying purpose we can use this proto. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, see, yeah, now we are learning about these classes. So this is the way we can create a class. Just you have to give the class keyword, then your name of your class. Okay, then curly brackets. Inside it you can give some methods and like the properties and methods. So first of all you have to give the constructor. Like whenever you create a object, this is the first thing, by using it you can invoke your the object. I will show you with one example. Yeah, from here. Yes, okay. So let me go to this VS Code. Okay, just see this. You now see how I create a class. Yes. Okay, I think it is double. Yes, it's proper only. Okay, it is double time, right? Let me remove it. Okay, see, this is the way how can we create a class, and using that class we can create a object. So we are going to see how to create a class, like we are going to see how to create a object only. Okay, from this class we are creating directly. Our main focus is how to create a object. But to create a object there is one more way we can create a object using the class. So normally also we can create a class, and there is one more way using classes also. This class also we can create a object. So when you create a object using this classes, this is like a little more better way. You don't have to give like by default things. You can at the time of calling you can change the values. Okay, first of all just see the syntax. First we give this class keyword, when then we give the name of our class. This is the name of my class is person. So inside this, you first thing you have to do is constructor. This is like a, at the time of initialization, at the time of creating a object, which values you want to pass. Okay, it will be passed through your constructor only. Okay, why we create a constructor? This is the function only. Okay, this is the method only. Method and function, you guys know it is same only, right? This is a method which we use to invoke a object at the time of like creating a object, like to give some initialization, we want to some changes. Here it is written, the constructor method is called automatically when new object is created. Okay, we use constructor if you want to do something at the time of object initialization. If you want to do something, if you want to pass some values, like here we are passing some name and some age. Like see, here we are passing some name and some date of birth, right? So if you want to pass something, you must have to use the constructor. Okay, for that we are using this constructor method. So in this constructor it will take whatever the thing you pass here. Okay, this it will take inside, it will goes inside your name, and this will goes inside your year, like this. Okay, so whatever the thing, whatever the values you are giving at the time of creating a object, it will goes inside your constructor. Okay, so access, for the accessing purpose we are using this dot name equals to whatever that value we are getting, and similarly this dot birth year, whatever the year you are passing, it will be stored inside this variable. This is your variable name. Okay, you are giving this as a variable name, and this is the values. Okay, now just see, we are creating one function, one method. Okay, this is a constructor, like you are creating this, you are giving some variables, you are giving some properties. But I want to create one method also. I am giving one method, that is calculate age. Current year I just create one variable, new date, get full year, and the current year, and this dot birth year means whatever the year it passed here, the value it is stored inside this variable, right? So we are accessing this one. Let me show you. Yeah, I just remove this. Just see this. Here just now we just give the like the template we give, but we are not actually using it, right? Let me show, like remove this, all these things, so it will be like little short. Okay, just see this, we are writing just this much of code only, just this much of code. So here what we are doing, we are just creating a template of our object. So to create a template of our object we use this class. So here we just write the constructor, we are just taking some name and birth year, and we are creating one method, and inside it we are calculating the current year, means the age, complete age we are calculating. So now I want to show this. So this is just a template, I now I want to use it, right? So for that you have to store it in a variable. That variable will be your object. Okay, you must have to use these things, right? For to use this thing you have to create a like variable. That variable will be your object. So I'm giving my variable name as something John, anything, any person name. So I'm giving John equal to, now I want to use this. For that we have to give new. To use any class we have to give the new and your class name. This is my class name. Then this is a like a class, so you have to pass some values, right? Here we are using some values, so I'm giving the name of my person, that is John, and the birth year I'm giving this as 1990. Okay, so now I can console it. Console.log John, just see it. Okay, just see it. So this is a normal object. How we get it, right? How we create a normal object? We create it like this only, like let John equal to, yeah, I give John 1 here, John 2. So John 2, I give name and I give some value here, John, right? Then I give some here. Here I am giving 1990. So when I console this John 2, just see this. See, this one is same only, right? This is also containing the name, this is also containing the name, and it is also having some year, and it is also having some year. But what is the difference of doing, like we are doing some extra thing, right? This one is simpler, and this in this we are first creating some template and then we are using it. So what's the benefit of doing it? Like when you want to reuse it, you must have to create the object once again, right? If you want to create the John 3 like some any other person, you have to do it again. Like I want to create the variable like Fatima. So if I want to do it the same way, I have to create the object once again, same thing I have to repeat it. So repeating the code is not a good thing. Okay, for to overcome this, we are creating an object using these classes. So if you want to do the same thing using here, you can directly do it. Fatima, same thing, new person. So instead of giving this John or like something else, I am giving Fatima, and here as 2000 what something. Okay, so now I can console it. Yeah, just see it, it is showing me the Fatima and the year. Okay, so why we are using this, why we are using this lengthy way? Because it is making our work easy, right? So if you want to use it again, you just have to write a one line of code, right? But if you are creating an object using this way, it is fixed, you can't change these values, it becomes fixed. So that is why we most prefer the creating an object using the classes method. Any doubt in this?
I mean, what way this is different from the deep copy, man? It's different, right?
Yeah, it is different. See, it just we are creating an object here. Deep copy and shallow copy, the thing is different. We are checking is it copied properly or not in deep copy and shallow copy. Okay.
Okay, man.
Yeah, anyone else want to ask me anything? Harish, Madhu, you guys want me to explain it once again? uh Explain it once again. Okay, I will explain it. Okay, just see it, why we are using like the same thing. We can create a object using a simple method, right? We can create a object using the simple method, that is like a simpler way. But still we are creating a object using the classes, right? We can create, this one is the most simplest one, right? We normally we can create a object like this, but still we are creating a object using these classes. Why? Because it is giving us some kind of flexibility. we can change the names, we can recreate the object multiple times. We just have to write one line of code. Okay, so that is why we are preferring the creating a object using the classes method. So to create a object using the classes method, just you have to give the class keyword, then your class name, then we give the constructor. What is constructor? Just I told you, we use this constructor to invoke a object, like to give some changes at the time of initialization only. Like at the time of creating an object, you want to pass some values like this, so at that scenario we use this constructor. Okay, and inside a normal like object, how we create a method, same way we can create a methods also. Okay, like now suppose if I give it like this, Fatima dot calculate age, so we can call this method also. Okay, see, it is showing me 24, so it is calculating. This function is also working fine. So here in this also we can do it, John dot calculate age. Okay, see, we have to give the brackets. Yes, now any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just it will take some time, I know, right? We are just creating, just try to understand why we are using classes. We are using classes to create a object. What is class? Class is just like a blueprint, like we are just completely giving the template, but we are using the object to actually use it. We are just define all the things, but we can't use it. But to create it, to use it properly, we are creating object. So this is the way to create a object. You just have to give the variable name, then new. Person is your class name. Person is the name of your class, and we are passing some values. Why we are passing some values? Because your constructor taking some values. Okay, if you want to print these values, you are passing some values here at the time of creating a object. Okay, this is all about how to create a object using a classes. So now comes to what is inheritance. Inheritance is like if you are creating two objects, like whatever the thing we are doing with prototype. Like in prototype, how we did, first of all I am removing it. See, if I do it like this, student, let student equal to, I give the name, and I give some age also. I give 24. So now again I am creating one more object using like teacher something I am saying. So here I am giving some different things like email also I am giving. Okay, so what I want to tell you is, I want to take like my student can get the access of this email also. Student can also have this property inside it, or if you want, this teacher also can have the properties of this name and age. Like you are doing some inheritance, like how inheritance work, like child and parent. Whatever the features inside the parent will be inherited in your child also, right? So like if I am giving like this is your parent and this is your child. Okay, so normally a child can have all the features, all the skills a parent can have. Okay, but is the special thing a child can have its own properties in its own skills. So that is mean by your inheritance here also. So a child can have all the properties of its parent, plus all the skills, all the properties of its own self also. So to do these things, we are using, first thing we can use prototype, and the second thing is we can use the inheritance. There are the two ways. Okay, first way is we can use the prototype to inherit all the things whichever the are the like methods and properties are inside your parent object, you can inherit it inside your child object. You can use prototype for it. So like this you can do child dot proto, then Okay, equals to parent. Means what it is doing, whatever the thing inside your parent, it will be goes inside your child also. So now child will have name, age and email. Now let me show you. If I am consoling the child, like I am child dot something, I am trying to access the name from here. Okay, let me show you. Let me see it. Yes, it's proper. Yeah, let me see it from here. Student proto equals to human. Yeah, it's correct. I'll see this syntax only. Just we will change the variable's name. Okay, let me give this as child. Parent I am giving like child only. Child I am giving this variable name as child, and this variable name I am giving as parent. So I want this walk method will goes inside your child also. So for that I am using this child dot this slash this hyphen proto equals to parent. So this is the way we can copy it. So now just see it, I am trying to access the method which is not inside your child. Okay, but still it can access. See, student dot walk. So let me show you this one. Why it is not working? Yeah, this one is fine. The student is not defined. Yeah, we are trying to access from the student. So we have to give the child here. Now let me show it. Yeah, I can walk. So now see, I am trying to access child dot walk, but walk is not there inside your child, but still it is showing properly because all the properties, all the things which is inside your parent, now child also can have the access of it. So that is why just we are inheriting, we are just copying whatever the thing inside your parent, we are just copying all those things inside your child. For the copying purpose we are using this proto. Okay, like suppose if this parent have some email IDs also, like email. Yeah, I'm giving like this. Okay, if I am using this email inside my child, yeah, child dot email I'm giving. Just see it. See here, email it is not there inside your child, but it still it is added. How it is added? Because it is taking all the value of your parent. So parent have the email, so child will automatically will have the email. So now just see it. See, it is showing me the email. So this is the way we can take out all the things which is there inside the parent. We can inherit all those things in the child. So we can for the copying purpose, first way is proto and the second way is inheritance. So there are the two ways. First you can do this inheritance using this proto, and the second way is we can do this copying using the inheritance keyword. Inheritance. Okay, we use the extend keyword for it. Any doubt till now? If you guys having any doubt, just feel free to ask me. I know this is like a little tricky part of JavaScript. Any doubt?
I mean, the child inherits parents
Yes.
in that example. So, which one should be written first? Which one should be written second? That means we first
Okay.
wrote let parent equal to, and then we defined the name, age, and then let child equal to. Then we wrote email. No, in that example, Is it important to write in order first parent and then child so that child inherits the parents' properties?
No, there is no, the order doesn't matter, but here the proper syntax matters. No matter you are
Okay.
writing the child first or parent first, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But here
Okay.
it is matter. Like you from where you want to copy, like from parent you want to copy. So you must have to give this in equal to, after equal to. Okay.
So if we reverse it, parent dot double
Uh,
dash proto, then child means what will happen?
yeah, if I am doing this parent dot proto equals to, in equals to I am giving child. So it means what? Whatever the thing inside your child will be accessible to your parent.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Now parent doesn't have this name and age, but if I am trying to access it like this, yeah, like this, I am removing this first. I am giving a parent dot name. If I am giving, see, just now see, parent doesn't have any kind of name and age, but from now, by using this, I just copied all the things which is inside your child. I just copies all those things inside your parent. So when I do this like this, now parent also, in parent also it will show this name. See, okay, this name, how we are getting this name? We are getting this name from parent dot name. I write it like this, parent dot name. So it is accessible, it is not giving any kind of error, like this parent doesn't contain any kind of error, any kind of thing like this, it is not giving error. So this really matters. You must have to give this in a proper way. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so as I told you, we can do all this inheritance. There are two ways. First way is proto, and the second way is inheritance. For the inheritance, you just have to use this extend keyword. Okay, like if you create two classes, like animal, yeah, like this animal, in animal you give something like speak, and you create one more class. Like I will show you directly the code. So in inheritance, you can't use this normal object way. See, you can use this proto if you create a object using a normal way, but in inheritance you have to use create a object using the classes way. So first of all, just see this, how we create a object. Now I'm going to create a object using the class keyword. So this I'm creating a object using the class keyword. This is my uh, object class name, that is animal. Inside the animal, I just, how we create a object like constructor, and I'm just taking the name and storing this inside a name variable, and inside it I give one method, that is speak. Okay, just see it. Just I am also creating one more object, one more class dog, but I give extends here. Extends animal means, when I give extends animals mean whatever the thing inside your animal, like this animal contains this name and this speak, will be added inside your dog. Okay, we are just inheriting whatever the thing are there inside the animal. We are getting all those things inside this dog class. Okay, plus we can give some extra thing also, like how we are giving using the proto also, we can give some extra thing also, right? So we can give some extra thing also, like we are giving this breed also, like speak is already there. So if you can create a speak one more time, or you can use some different, like this one walk also, like different method also you can use. So as we know, like how can we create, how can we use this class? You just have to create a one variable that will be your object. How can we create a object? You just have to give the new keyword, then the name of your class. Here the name of your class is dog, and passing some two values. That is, first one is for your name of your dog, and the second one is the breed. Okay. So now just see this. I am giving dog one dot name. Here name is not there, right? Here name, like this dot name equals to name, is not there, but still we can access it. How can we access it? Because this doc is inheriting all the properties and method which is inside your animal. So this is your child and this animal is your parent. So how we are like, we are not using that proto, just we are using this extent keyword, extent and your parent class name. Okay, so this is the way we can inherit. Let me show you the output. First of all, I will show you one by one. Okay, so just see this one. I just create one class, one object here. Removing all this comment so it will look like little short. Yeah, just see, I just create one class, that is class name is animal. So this is the normal way how we create a class to create a object. And then what I am doing, I am creating one more class which extends all the property of animal. Means whatever the thing inside your animal, this dog can inherit. Means all these things are inserted inside your dog class. Okay, so now at the time of using this, so if I am doing like this, console.log doc1 dot name. Just see this, in this doc class there is no name, right? Still I can get it. How can I get it? Because this name is there inside my parent class. So we know all the child can have at the access of its parent, right? So similarly this is also having the access of its parent name. So now it will show you the Tommy. Okay, so just see this one also. Doc doesn't have this speak method, right? It only have this walk method, but still I can access the speak method also. Okay, Tommy makes sound. This one, Tommy makes a sound. So we are just doing the same thing how we are doing using the proto. We are just doing the same thing, but the different thing we are doing here is we are creating a object using the class method. So as I told you, there are two methods of creating class. First one is normal method and second method is using the classes. So if you are using to create a object using the class method to inherit the properties, you have to use this extend keyword. Okay, getting my point? Any doubt? So similarly, you can get the access of your animal also. See, const animal equal to new animal I am giving. So suppose the new animal I am giving as cat, like some breed name as something like Persian cat. Don't know the breed. Okay, now I want to console it. So if I am doing like this, animal dot name. So name is already there inside your animal, right? It will show you properly. See, it is showing you properly. Suppose if I am trying to access this walk, okay, walk is not there inside your animal. Can I get the access of this walk inside my animal? Can anyone tell me? Just think, like here in animal I am not using any kind of extent. Okay, can I get the access of this walk method? Just yes or no something.
Using proto, can we get it, man?
Yeah, using proto you can do it. And using this in animal also you can use this extent, doc extent. If you do it like this you can access it. But here if I do it like this, animal dot speak, like console dot log animal dot, yeah, just see it. In animal I didn't have this walk method. So if I try to access this walk I will get some kind of error. Okay, I am getting this error. Why? Because walk is not there inside your animal and we are not extending it. So that is why we are getting this error. But in the case of using the doc, the speak is not there inside my doc class, but still I can access it. Why? Because I use the extend keyword here. Okay, whenever we do the extends animal like this, means the all the thing which is inside your animal class will be taking out inside your dog class. Okay, so that is why we use this extend. Let me remove this one. Yes. Okay, so this is the way to copy all the properties from one object to different object, like from one class to different class. We can use this extends and the class name from which you want to copy. Just you have to give these two things, extends and animal. Any doubt in this? If you guys don't ask me, your doubts will be like will be
Yeah.
not gone. Okay, you are understanding. Harish, what about you? Okay, just like if you guys having still any doubt, just see this like recording class 1 2 times, so you will get a clear idea about it. Okay, we use the super also, like see, we use super like to get the access of the name. You are just passing whatever the name you are passing in at the time of creating an object. You want to pass this name to your parent class. For that purpose we use this super keyword. Okay, see, just name is inside your dog class, but you have to pass this name inside your parent also, then only it can show this name. So for that purpose we have to use this super keyword, and whatever the variable you have to pass, you can pass it here. Okay, that is why we use this super keyword. Yeah, so here it is done. Yes, yeah, after it we have this dom. Okay, you guys want some like revision whatever the things we have learned till now. Like dom is the last part of your javascript. It will be covered in 2 through 3 days, like 2 days last. You guys want some revision, or after completing this dom you guys want revision?
We can complete DOM and then revise, man.
Yeah, after dom, ma'am. Yes, yes, it is a better way, right? After completing the dom, the complete whole javascript will be completed, so we can revise the complete concept. Okay, so first of all, what is DOM? DOM is like a, first of all, the full form of DOM is document object model. Okay, the full form of DOM is document object model. Like whenever you create a like website, I'm going live. Okay, whenever you create, like whenever you write HTML, H1, H2, all this thing, which it will be stored inside your document. Okay, it will be stored inside a document. So that is why we are calling this as document object model. So whatever the things, like whatever the tags you are writing inside your html page, it will be added inside your document. Okay, it is considered as a document. So this is will be treated as object only. Okay, so document have the tree like structure. So tree like structure like this. See, first of all we have the window, we guys know, like tab. This is our complete window. So inside a window we have the document, and document contains all the all the html tags which have we written inside our vs code. The document contains all those tags, but this document is inside your windows. So it will be like a tree like structure. Windows contain document, and document contain html, and html also have like two different parts. It contains head part and it contains body part. Okay, so the every box, like everything we consider as node. So window is also in node, document is also node, html is node, body div. Okay, it's just like a parent child relation. So for this body, the parent is html, and for this div the parent is body, and for this script the parent is body, and there is sibling also. For this div the parent, the sibling is script, right? It is in the same level. Okay, for this head all these four are the siblings. So I will tell you the first once again the structure. Just see in html code. I'm removing it. Yeah, see, I just give the complete boilerplate. So it contains two parts. This HTML contains two parts. First one is head part, right, and this second one is the body part. So the HTML contains two children. First one is head and the second one is body. Okay, so it will like using JavaScript you can do all the changes also. Like uh, suppose first of all I can write something inside it. I am writing like my name. Okay, I am writing my name. Just see it. It will be visible here. Yeah. So I'm writing this name using my HTML, right? But using JavaScript also I can change this. I can give some different color. I can give some different content. Okay, all the thing which we are doing using the HTML and CSS, we can do the same thing using your JavaScript also. Why we want to do these things using JavaScript, as we already can do this using our HTML and CSS? Because see, when you are doing the changes using the JavaScript, the changes will be dynamic. Like on click of some button, if you want to change the color of the background, the changes will be like dynamic, right? Like on click of some button you want to change this name, so changes are dynamic. If you want to create the dynamic means at that particular time only. Okay, not from the changing from the code. It will be like a static, right? If you are changing something from here like this, I am giving some different name now, so now changes are static. But if I am clicking somewhere and the changes are happening, so these are the what your dynamic changes. If I am clicking somewhere, your background color is getting changed, so these all are your dynamic changes. To do these dynamic changes we use what? JavaScript. Okay, we already learned all the concepts, but using the DOM also we can DOM only we can do all these changes. Okay, first of all just try we just see what is that, what is DOM. DOM is document object model. Using it we can interact with our website. Okay, using it we can manipulate our HTML page, we can manipulate our CSS code also. Okay, and document, this document is will be like your windows contains all the document, and document is nothing but whatever the code you write inside your HTML, it will be stored inside your document. Okay, any doubt till now what is mean by DOM and why we use it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just we use this DOM to do the changes in your website. To do the dynamic changes we use the DOM. Okay, now let's see how can we do all these dynamic changes. So for that we have like, first of all if you want to do some changes in this h1, you have to first try to like target this h1, right? You can't do all the changes directly. First of all you have to target this h1, right? So for that like for the targeting purpose, like for the accessing particular element, you have some methods, like you have some ways. First of we can access it by using this get element by id, get element by class name, get element by tag name. These are the some ways using it we can particularly target a specific element. Now let's see it. So I'm just opening the index.js here. So and now I'm in, like adding my script. Yeah, script src. Index.js, right? So let me show you now. First of all I'm removing all this code. So now I want to target, I want to get the access of this h1 in my js file. This is your html file, but I want to get the access of this file in my index, in my js file. So for that, like I want to get the access of this particularly h1 only. So for that we have to store it inside a variable. So for that I am creating a one variable. You guys already know I am giving the variable name as heading and giving this as equal to, then I am using document dot see document. As I told you everything, Like every complete HTML, whatever the code we are writing inside our HTML will be stored inside your document, right? So that is why we are trying to access it from the document only. So for the accessing purpose we give this dot document dot get element, like get element by tag name. I will show you first the tag name. So here my tag name is h1, right? I am giving h1. So now just see it. So when I'm consoling this heading, okay, just see this one. I'm going to my console. See, it is getting stored inside it. See, it is showing me. Yeah, whatever the thing we have inside it, it is showing me properly. So this is the way we can access a particular element inside a variable. You just have to give this document. Why we are giving document? Because everything is stored inside your document. Then we are trying to fetch the which method, from which method we want to access it. By using the tag name, I want to access this h1, so I am using it. So you can change the content also from it. Directly I am showing you, but suppose if you want to give some different heading, so I am giving heading dot text content. We will learn each and everything what is text content. No need to be worried, just I am giving some like a little into like overview. Like we can give text content. I think the content is C is in uppercase. Let me show you first. I am giving one stack. Okay, it will not work because we are using the tag name. Okay, let's see by get element by id. Get element by name. Okay, so if I am giving some id here inside it, you guys know how to give id. I am giving id as some head. Okay, so we have to use the same id name here also, head. Okay, now let's see this one. Okay, the C is not proper. I think text content. Let's see this one. Where is this? Yeah, text content. Yeah. Okay, C is capital. Okay, let's see this one. Must work properly. Still, it is not working. What's the reason? Let's see it. Okay, it is showing empty. Yeah, let heading document dot get element by ID. I think there is some syntax issue. Okay, X get element by ID. Yeah, this one is the correct one. Okay, document dot get element by ID. Now let's see, it must work properly. See, now it is getting changed. How it is getting changed? We are not doing all the changes in our h1 in our directly in our html file. We are doing the changes using our index.js, means from our javascript we are doing the changes. Like to target a specific part, we first of all we have to access it. For the accessing purpose we have some ways. You can get element by id, you can get this can get the access of by its tag name, class name, or there is some query selector is there, we are going to learn it. Okay, no need to be worried. We are just adding, we are just changing some content, like you can give plus equal to also, means it will, now it will show you Fatima Munstack like this. Okay, so now you guys get a like a good idea about it. So suppose there is no background color, so if I want to add it, I can do it. Heading dot style dot color equals to, I'm giving red. So I'm changing the color. See, it is getting changed. I'm not writing this color using my CSS, not inline CSS. Directly I am changing the color using my JavaScript. Okay, why we are, now you guys get a clear idea why we use this DOM, to do the directly dynamic changes in your website. For that purpose we use this DOM. Okay, now let's see this one by one, like how can we get the access of the element. The first way is get element by id. Okay, this is the first way. And the second way is we can get the element by its class name also. Okay, like we can give some different class name here. If I give some different class name like head, like heading I'm giving, so you can instead of giving this get element by id, you can give get element by class name. Okay, just you have to give whatever the class name you give inside it, you just have to give the same name. Okay, so this is the second way. This changes will be not applied because the classes are multiple, can be multiple. So see, that is why it is not showing. Okay, we will learn about how to do this. Let me show, can we can give it like this. I am giving 0 here. Now just do this. Okay, now it is working fine. Why it is working when I give this 0? Because classes can be like multiple, like it is not a one thing. Classes comes inside your array, so that is why to target a specific first element, I am giving this 0. Okay, so this is the second way of accessing a element using its class name. So and the third way we have it by using its tag name also, we have the way by using its get element by name. Okay, we have tag name. Okay, previously we are not using the correct way, so our tag name is h1, so I'm giving the h1 here, h1. Okay, so it still it will also will work properly. Suppose if I'm giving something else like targeting using tag name. Okay, targeting using its tag name. So this is the third way. First way is we can access a element using its class name, by using its id name, and by using its tag name also we can access it. Okay, any doubt till now?
No, ma'am. Actually, one thing, we are creating a web page using the HTML, and
Yes,
we are trying to edit it using JS.js,
yes,
right?
yes. Why we are trying to edit it using the js? Because the all the static thing which is the fixed thing, you want you can write using the html. But if you want to show something different, like whenever the user click on this close button, if you want to show the different thing, okay, for that purpose we are editing. For that editing we are
Okay.
using javascript. If you want to keep your website static only, you can use html css. But if you want, if user click on some button, the pop-up will display. If the user click on that particular like toggle button, change your background color button, so these changes we can't do using our html, right?
Okay. What are the examples of dynamic points? Now, one is user trying to do some action.
Yeah, user trying to
And
do some action. This is the first way. I am going to one website. Let Amazon is the best one. See, if you want to just show these things, this is a static, right? This one is will be a complete static, right? We can do this thing using our HTML and CSS. Okay, but now why we are using JavaScript? Suppose this web data we can't like multiple times we can't add in our HTML. There are a lot of data. Okay, we can't do it one by one. So add it inside our HTML, we use JavaScript. This is the first way. Okay, like there are multiple cards are there, and there are a lot of cards, right? We can't create this much cards using our HTML. It will be like 1 lakhs of code will be there, 1 lines lakh of code will be there inside your HTML if we create this many items in using our HTML only. So this is not a proper way. So for that we are using JavaScript only to add all those items inside your HTML. We will learn it, okay? And this is the first way, first reason, dynamic reason, first reason. And suppose when I'm clicking here, it is showing me something. See, for navigating we can use our anchor tag. This one is proper. See, when I'm clicking, when I'm choosing this one, it is changing the language. It is working. How it is doing this thing? Using JavaScript only. There is some logic we are creating, some background also we can do it. Like see when I am going here, this slider also, yeah, language is changed. Okay, see when I am choosing this one, it is getting changed here. So we can't do these changes using our HTML, right? We can't even choose it like this. Whatever the thing I'm choosing here, it is displaying here. So we can't do these changes using our HTML. Like this zoom also. Okay, so to all the dynamic changes we use our JavaScript. Okay, any doubt now?
Okay, ma'am. So HTML is for just creating basic web page only. The
Mm-hmm.
.js is for making it interactive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, should be correct, ma'am? Okay.
Yes, yes. If you want like using HTML, CSS also you can create a beautiful website, but it only be static. Okay. There will be no interactivity, there will be no functionality.
The small animations we created, they are all not called dynamic, isn't it, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. That animation like used to do the animation using our CSS also. That is not a dynamic. Dynamic, when we call a website a dynamic, we can interact with it. We can do something, we can buy something. That is interactivity we are doing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so in our next class we are going to do like see all these things, whatever the concepts we have in our DOM. So there are like very interesting concepts are there. How can we do the changes? Okay, after it we will do some projects, projects like nothing but your assignments only. Like how can we integrate the API, like how the data we are having here. So we are trying to integrate these using some dummy APIs, like we will create calculator, some assignments we are going to do. Okay, any doubt in our today's class?
Ma'am, that CSS assignment, can you once do it online, ma'am, for all of us? Because the there was icon after the search field, there is a lens coming and then small icons. I'm not knowing, you explained that day, but still I missed, I didn't know how to bring that, if I have to change that icon into new icon, I'm not knowing how to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I told you about the icons also, right? We use the
And,
icons from the font or some website. Okay, I will show you that
and then
assignment.
there were mobile phones in many boxes. If we have to change that picture from mobile phone to one more, when I am doing, I was not getting it correctly. So that also you can show example, ma'am.
Okay,
Possible.
tomorrow I will show you the example of that particular assignment. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. Now I'm going to end our session. Okay, guys, bye bye. Have a nice day.